Hello, Gold Soul. To answer a question of what the collective needs to hear, trying times are upon us once again. And those who feel the call have the power within them to cause great change, great awakening. Many have had that flame nearly extinguished, but it is still strong, just like you. Many times in your life, flame was near being distinguished, but never all the way out. Always found your way back to your light. Many sensitives have this light and feel this greater calling, this greater awakening happening. With the knowing or not that that personal journey can then be shared to benefit many and awaken many. Allow the light to grow in many. It is no easy feat, but it is a great power of sensitives. Hearing, seeing, feeling, and using those strengths to see what is needed, feel what is needed. Where many people walk around having dulled these sensitivities or ignoring these feelings and calling it normal, you have not. You have noticed what is not in alignment, what is not right in this world, and it has caused you great pain. But the collective needs the ones who can see these things to help awaken others, to help catalyze change. That is the power that you hold. Much healing needs to be done on the self, on the human first, in order to process and heal. Many have done so much work and still feel never enough. There is a time for healing, and there is a time for shining your light, taking the leap. And Monica is in the taking the leap, shining her light chapter. Calling in many sensitives who are in that phase or in the healing. But sensitives hold the key of change in this world. Many are told that they are wrong, too much, too little, not enough. And that is part of the personal healing journey. When you can hold your own power and know that it is true, take the bold step to shine that light. Sensitive people hold the key and are rising up at this time. And many still caught in the human and ego-driven dramas. Many consciously working to overcome as much as possible of this while you are in this human body, so that you can be a pure vessel for love, power in the loving sense, the positive sense. Sensitive women hold this key and are shining more and more each light awakening the next light until the light overcomes the darkness. And first, that is done within one's own being. And then, as below, so above, what you do inwardly, then you shine out into the world, into the collective, catalyzing great change, catalyzing the next person, even when you are not conscious of it, even when it is simple acts of smiling or sharing that light with a stranger as you pass by on the street. Many sensitive people impact each other in this seemingly small way, but it is felt in resonance. Many also learning to share their gifts and help the world through different healing, learning to trust your voice, learning to quiet the anxious mind. Many are at this threshold of shining their light and working through the fear of being seen, which is ultimately the witch wound. The wound that says that we will be hurt for being different, for seeing, hearing, feeling things that others cannot. But just because someone else cannot perceive those things does not mean that you do not, does not make it untrue. Sensitive people are sensitive on all of those different levels. Sensitive to the things that others cannot perceive, like an instrument that is finely tuned to measure the unseen frequency. Those tools exist in science. Many of those tools exist in the institutions and honored places of society. Many look at this scientific machine that can perceive something that humans cannot, most humans cannot, and trust that this machine has been constructed, attuned to be able to perceive this with great accuracy. And many sensitives are learning to tune their own inner instrument with accuracy through these perceptions that they hold. It is difficult because the ego, the human, likes to step in. So it takes discerning between the human and the soul sensing. And that is what Monica is doing in these videos. Practicing attuning, differentiating the ego and the senses, the soul senses of channeling, of connection, and working through the human egoic pain, trauma, limitations of the past within this witch wound. Many times, for many years, she has tried to hold herself back, to not show up until she can show up perfectly. That's not possible. It takes stumbling to learn how to walk. It takes discomfort to move through towards inner power and trust. It takes holding yourself, nurturing yourself through that discomfort, learning to soothe the body sensations that want to rear up and cloud the intuitive channel of insight, the soul, the higher self, of the mentors and guide. So what does the collective need to know? That it is safe to share this voice now, to shine this light now. There were many times on earth where it was not safe. many times on earth where one could be locked away in an institution or physically harmed, have life ended as punishment to those who did not fall in line with the status quo. But sensitive people are here to disturb the status quo because the status quo is not working for anyone. And it is safe now. In this year, 2026, you are not in a social climate any longer where it is commonplace to be physically harmed, to be physically locked away for sharing these gifts. Many people speak about the fear of sharing these things, that they'll be locked away, and that is not possible anymore. All to say, it is safe to take the scary, uncomfortable steps to begin sharing these gifts and shining this light, knowing that the more you do it imperfectly, the stronger and more perfectly it grows. There are many sensitive people who are still in times of great personal healing. That is where they are needed to be at this time, and that is good. Be with yourself, be where you are. There are many sensitive people who are learning to share these gifts. It is important to not let the ego come in and say that you are more powerful, more special because you hold these gifts. There may be a degree of difference in soul growth, but everyone is on their path. Everyone is where they need to be. It is up to those who feel this power to hold it with great respect for others' responsibility in self, to use these powers for good, and to not let these powers that truly any human is capable of, to not let that to allow the ego to rear up and cloud divine channel. It is always a phase that we must move through, for it is in our human nature here in this place that you are. It is time to shine your light. It is safe to shine your light. We are always here. And those of you who are tuning in to this message, you have your own guide, your own spiritual helpers who you can tune into. That is all. We send great love.